So let's go. Let's check out the top 10 scariest WWE Boogeyman moments. This is from Tap Out Corner.
But what are the scariest things the Boogeyman has ever done?
Yo, straight up, he is unsettling. Straight up, I've seen the pictures and I've been like, oh, that looks pretty cute. Oh my God. That's nuts. That's amazing. Is he still around? That is unsettling. Jesus Christ.
I'm the Boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you!
Costume mascots like the Gobbledygooker are already scary, but seeing the Boogeyman under the mask confirms all of the fears I have about them. Early in the 2015 Royal Rumble, Bray Wyatt took control and became the only person in the ring. Wyatt wasn't alone for long though. The arena turned red, and the chilling music of the Boogeyman started playing. The deranged monster then appeared from behind the stage, and even Bray Wyatt looked scared. The Boogeyman got in the ring and stared down the new face of fear. But it was Bray who had the last laugh. The leader of the Wyatt family knocked Boogeyman.
Oh, damn, that's a clothesline. They pulled that off nice. I'm telling you, man, Bray Wyatt, so much scarier than The Fiend. I am so much more terrified of this man than The Fiend. The Fiend's like laughable. This dude scares the shit out of me.
Boogeyman down and quickly eliminated him. While not a whole lot happened, it was eerie seeing two of WWE's scariest wrestlers come face to face in the ring. After targeting The Miz and Crystal, Boogeyman agreed to wrestle both of them in a handicap match.
The foaming mouth isn't working. Really, only the worms. Only the worms is working. The worms actually legit freak me out. And I know it's like no big deal, but it's super deranged.
While he wasn't the most must-see WWE superstar yet, Miz and Crystal managed to hold their own against the Boogeyman. Boogie had a few tricks though.
He's a big motherfucker too.
And turned things around thanks to his signature worms. With the Miz out of the ring, Crystal was forced to defend herself. Boogeyman turned into a real-life movie monster when he started pulling at Crystal's legs and yanking her around the ring. What made it really unsettling—
oh God, that's fucked up. It's like you take the Jake the Snake gimmick and you just turn it up to like 20. Holy shit, just more crawly things. One snake, okay. Hundreds of fucking worms. Oh, God, it's horrible.
Though was when Boogie dropped worms on Crystal's back and spat directly into her mouth. The crazy part is that Boogeyman is supposed to be the good guy.
I mean, it's just worms. I mean, like, calm down, you know? It's not like that big of a deal. It's just some fucking worms. I mean, yeah, it's gross and everything, but they're not going to fucking kill you. They're not like, no, he's hitting you with his fucking car or anything.
I'm not a fan of Crystal, JBL, but I mean, you got a feel for the girl.
While good and evil may be hard to define, this moment was definitely scary. The Boogeyman's debut was scary for a lot of reasons. A big one was because it was the first time we saw the Boogeyman compete in the ring. Seeing him walk through the fog with the red lights made him look even creepier than he already was. The fact that Boogeyman's opponent, Simon Dean, had to literally be carried out kicking and screaming made it seem like we were about to see some kind of sacrifice, which we sort of did.
Oh my God, you got more worms. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. That's Boogeyman. Face full of worms.
For most of the match, Boogeyman just stood there, staring at Simon Dean. When he did finally wrestle, all the Boogeyman needed was one move to finish off his opponent. The Boogeyman wasn't as crazy as he would later become, but in some ways, that makes him even creepier. I would not want to encounter the Boogeyman—
Was the fucking clock glass stuck to his head? What the fuck is going on? It's top 10 scariest Boogeyman moments. What number are we on? Holy shit.
in a lot of places, but especially not when I'm trying to get dressed. Unfortunately for Booker T and his wife Sharmell, that's what happened to them. After pretending to have a knee injury, the 5-time WCW champion was able to get out of wrestling Boogeyman that night. Booker decided to take a shower and was gonna take it easy. Boogeyman, though, had other
I think he was going to do a little more than take it easy.
plans. Booker and his wife ran away screaming, with only their towels to cover them. Talk about being naked and afraid. You might be
Yeah, this is not a gimmick for the pandemic right here. Did this end like right as the pandemic hit? They were like, all right, no more Boogeyman.
surprised, but this isn't the scariest thing Boogeyman has done to Booker T and Sharmell. Before his match against the Boogeyman
Must 2020 take everything good from us?
at Armageddon, The Miz decided to face his fears on SmackDown. Specifically, he was going to eat his fears. To his credit, The Miz faced them without a problem until he got to the worms. The
Ah, Jesus. The goddamn worm is in his ear. Ah, good Lord.
full meal go to waste. The Miz and Crystal quickly fled from the ring, leaving
Has The Miz been on every reality show? He's been on Dancing with the Stars. He's been on Fear Factor. What other ones? Has he been on Survivor? The fuck else is he going?
Boogeyman to enjoy his snack.
Kitchen Nightmares?
Boogeyman's worms were already creepy, but this moment made them even more disturbing. On an episode
How
of
the
SmackDown,
fuck is that possible?
Jillian Hall was about to sing for the WWE fans. No one wanted to hear Jillian try and carry a tune.
He was on Big Brother. He really was on all the fucking shows. He's like, you got a reality show? Miz is going to be on that shit. Yeah. Apparently eating worms can take you to some high spots. He was 41 when he debuted? Dude's a fucking legend. We got to find out where the fucking Boogeyman is now. Who is he working for? And why isn't it AEW?
Hey, John! Boogeyman right out in front of us, and Jillian has no idea that Boogeyman's behind her.
Yo, his music sounds fucking dope too. I think that was his music playing. That was the shit.
She wisely ran away, but Michelle McCool had other plans. Jillian Hall was thrown back into the ring, and to make things worse,
It's like a demonic rave going off. It's fucking awesome.
little Boogeyman also showed up.
Two
With Jillian
Boogeyman.
surrounded, Boogeyman began pouring worms all over the woman's face. The combination of lighting, music, and Jillian Hall's screams makes it feel like you're watching a horror movie. Jillian Hall eventually got away, leaving her with only years of trauma. In mid-2005,
Of course he's got a little person. Of course he's got a little person involved. Goddamn Vince McMahon and his fucking little people. Come on, man.
Jillian Hall made her WWE debut. The only thing about her that got everyone's attention was the giant growth on the side of her face. No one was able to look away, including the Boogeyman. On a special edition of Piper's Pit, Roddy Piper had JBL and Jillian Hall as his guests. What he didn't tell them was that he had one more.
I bring you my guest, the Boogeyman! What?
Miss Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper's awesome.
JBL was so terrified, he pushed Jillian Hall into Boogeyman to get away. Hall was frozen in fear as Boogeyman became mesmerized by the growth. Then, the unthinkable happened.
I mean, wrestling is a circus act. Its birthplace was in the circus. So yeah, absolutely. It's the circus.
Oh my God!
It's the circus minus animals sometimes.
He's eating the damn thing! He's eating the damn thing! He's eating that ball off a damn face!
What's even more disgusting is that the Boogeyman started eating it, and he seemed to enjoy it. I guess that's one way to remove a blemish.
That's just a weird angle. That's just a very weird angle. Like they had to make they were really trying to make him like more disturbing. He's not disturbing enough.
The Boogeyman did so much scary stuff to Booker T and Sharmell, you could almost do a list of just those moments. The scariest thing Boogeyman ever did to Booker and his wife, as well as his entire career, happened on the SmackDown before WrestleMania 22. While Booker T was competing in a match, the Boogeyman appeared and kidnapped Sharmell. The 5-time WCW champion searched all over the arena for his wife until he heard Sharmell screaming for help in the basement. The floor was covered with hundreds of worms, and this seriously seems like a scene in a horror film. Making it even creepier, Boogeyman was standing at the end of the hall, watching Booker T and Sharmell in distress.
Calm the fuck down, man. It's just worms. What the fuck? No, I'm afraid this isn't the scariest. No, that's not the same.
If you thought that was scary, The Undertaker killed someone on live TV. Watch this video to see the top 10 scariest.
Should we check out the top 10 scariest Undertaker moments too? That was pretty good. I don't think that last one was it though. I don't know. Once you get over the worms thing, is the Boogeyman really that scary though? Going from 9 until midnight on October 21st, we're playing Darkest Dungeon unapologetically. Not just like tonight where we just did a whole bunch of Darkest Dungeon because the Marvel Strike Force got too damn boring. But yeah, Halloween, we're playing some Darkest Dungeon. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Grave diggers, keep digging.